Namaste, my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful queens. Sorry for my voice. I might be having a little bit of a cold. So if I'm gonna do this, please forgive me. So today, what I will be talking about, and of course, you can put this word in Google. You can put it on YouTube. You can find all kinds of beautiful explanation in this meditation itself. But I'm going to link under this video my one of my favorite guys in the world, DOUGHTY. His channel is unbelievable. You can learn tons of things. You know, if everybody in our world was like that particular man, excuse me, this world would be a wonderful place. So the thing is why I want to explain you this, because somehow my beautiful queens, I receive many letters from you telling me, explain us this, explain us that. And I write you, well, you know, you can find this information yourself, but you write me back that, no, you explain it. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. So the thing is why I want to explain it, and of course, girls, there will be no more, but no cards in this video. And those who will listen to this video, I am sure you can tremendously benefit from it, because it's gonna make you go into it and research it. Hapana. I will explain it. Hopefully, you know, I talk and I talk and I talk. Hopefully, I have enough time for the explanation of this. But I've tried it on myself as well. I try to teach other people this. What is amazing about this, that it looks extremely easy. You know that inner healing and healing of childhood trauma and healing of narcissistic trauma and healing of all kinds of traumas, we seems like we're consisting of wounds which are still bleeding and which still hurt. And all of you know, or many of you are aware, that healing requires tremendous inner work. You got to, you know, read, research, learn to meditate, learn to get into the core of it, regression session, hypnotherapy, work with psychologists, work with healers. What if I tell you that you can achieve tremendous results with the just 4 phrases? And even though they look, because when I first saw it, I was like, I have to say I am sorry to someone who did wrong things to me. I have to say, please forgive me to someone who, you know, probably missed. You have to say forgive me to someone who made your life a living hell. Maybe an abusive alcoholic parent or abusive narcissistic I don't know, abusive narcissistic person in your life. I have to tell them, I'm sorry, forgive me, I love you. And my first reaction was, you know what, go to hell with soft hell or with the hard hell. Then there was a point in my life when you know me, with thousands of books, with millions of things I know, but still confession. You know, I tell you my experience so you understand that I'm also dealing with the same things as you are dealing. I still have lots of wounds in me and lots of things I've tried which temporarily work, and then I fall back into that. So I started to dig into this. This is unbelievable because it's all started with a story which you can find very available everywhere. 4 phrases. So this is how it happened. that Hawaiian therapist who had made it available to the world. I will explain in my words, with my experience, why this is much, much deeper than someone mistreated you and you have to tell them that you love, not them, but them in your excuse me, own mind and own heart. So how did it start? What is Ho'oponopono? Imagine this man. So this therapist, oh my God, I hope I can pronounce, I think it's Ahialakala, I'm sorry, his name is extremely difficult to pronounce, but he was a Hawaiian therapist. So imagine this Hawaiian therapist, he's working with not just people with psychological problems, no. He is working with people who are in psychiatric ward, who are seriously pathologically ill. So this doctor, he doesn't even work with the patients themselves. You have to understand this, how incredible this is going to come out of whatever you understood. But this doctor, he started to review the files of the patients. The files of the patients, not patients themselves. Clinically, serious, like patients in this psychiatric ward who are criminals, who actually did horrible things, probably murdered somebody. So he cured the entire ward of this criminally insane patients without ever meeting them face to face. Can you imagine this? And it sounds like something crazy, but this is a fact. This is a fact. So he reviewed each of their files, and then he healed them by healing himself. How does it work? Sounds crazy, sounds like a miracle, but this is what called Ho'oponopono. This is how you heal this person through yourself and yourself through this person. I will try to explain a little more. What you need to understand, how is it working, what it is. The core of it, you can heal yourself and heal others through yourself. And the problem is why I'm sharing it all with you, because we all on a different levels of spirituality, but even those are pretty awakened and pretty high level of spirituality, still let's face it, still there are things we haven't forgiven to ourselves and to the others. And those things which are not forgiven, those things they create this blockage which prevents us from living our best life, from living our best and being our best self. We still have this anger dwelling deep there, still have that pain. Unfortunately, I still haven't healed pain from my childhood. It's still there. So how can you heal yourself, and how did he do it? With 4 phrases. The secret is there is no such thing as out there. Nobody is out there. Nothing is out there. Everything happens to you in your mind. Everything happens to you in your mind. Let me repeat it again. Everything happens to you in your mind. One more reason why I am talking about it, because I don't want to say scientifically proved already, but when I was young, we had an institution of paranormal abilities in my country where they had done several researches about me, and strange thing which I knew all my life but kind of didn't believe it, that my voice actually heals. I have a certain vibration to my voice, and when I myself was in a hospital several times in my life, we didn't have these rooms with one person. We have out there the rooms with 5-6 people, and I would talk to people and I would sing to them in the middle of the night when they would be in pain or in despair. I would start simply singing to them or telling them fairy tales, and people would, the pain would go away, people would somehow recover, people would somehow, their life was starting to change. I do not know how it working, and this is a vibration of voice. So because the sound is a vibration and my voice somehow carries that vibration. So after I finish explaining this, I will record my own meditation on Ho'oponopono. But before I record it, I want to explain it to you. And I will link our own DOUGHTY, his meditation, and also the rest of them you can find. So this secret is there is no such thing as out there. Everything happens to you in your mind. Get it already, girls. Get it. Get it. Everything you see, everything you hear, every person you meet, you're experience it in your mind. You only think it's out there, and you think that kind of absolves you of responsibility. So the fact is opposite. You are responsible for everything you think and everything that comes to your attention. You are responsible. So for example, you are watching news. I don't watch news, I don't watch TV for a very, very long time. And I don't recommend you do it, but for example, you watch the news. Everything you hear on a TV when you watch the news becomes your responsibility. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy and harsh, and it's tough, but it means that you are also able to clear it, to clean it. Through forgiveness, you can change lots of things. The biggest problem is that lots of us can't forgive ourselves. I sometimes can't forgive myself that I actually agreed to come into the physical dimension where I'm right now. I can't forgive myself that I agreed and I said, okay, I'll go. I can't forgive myself that I agreed to come as a twin flame. I can't forgive myself for so many things in life. Even this is very harsh for me to confess to you, but my ability to love in spite of anything, I considered my weakness and my stupidity, because my love has such strange ability. I can rise above pretty much anything, even though I'm teaching you like narcissism, what you have to be careful about. I'm teaching you this, trying to teach you this and this, but at the same time, my greatest gift, that my ability to love in spite of anything and everything, this is how I love, and this is how I love everybody who I love. If I love you, I love you. That's it. You can be good, you can be bad, you can be kind, or you can be evil. Or if I love you, I love you. I will just not like find an excuse, but I see people who do something wrong. Maybe I see that trauma out there, the cause of this things being done, and maybe that's why. But again, it doesn't mean you have to excuse the wrong behavior towards you. But I have ability to love in spite of anything and everything, and I consider this my weakness, when in fact this is actually strength, not weakness. So what it is, forgiveness, forgiving yourself as well. You saying this word yourself as well, because I am sure each one of you listening right now, there are tons of things you didn't forgive yourself for. For example, you were in wrong relationship, and you still are thinking about this wrong relationship and this man who did you wrong. You feel guilty for still thinking of him. You feel guilty for missing him. You feel guilty because of why you blaming yourself. Why I was such an idiot. Why didn't I see this red flags? Why I believed I can change him? Why I believed in this and that? You can't forgive yourself. You have to forgive yourself to be able to live the best, your life best way. Forgive yourself. Forgive your parents. Forgive those who caused you pain, because they were the reason. It could be karmic reasons, could be all kinds of reasons, but I already told you. All the people, pretty not all, the 98% of people you meet because there was a reason for this. Nothing happens on this planet or other planets without a reason. There is a reason for everything. So, what is this Ho'oponopono Hawaiian forgiveness? So, 4 steps to this method. 4 steps. You have to repeat it. You have to forgive and feel gratitude and love. Forgiveness, gratitude, and love, the only forces that work here. This creates unbelievable vibration. Why I'm stressing out, why I want to teach you this, because instead of, deep inner work which takes months and years, this only consists of these 4 phrases. You can do it yourself. You don't need anybody. You don't have to sit in meditation. Of course, it's better if you sit in meditation, but you can do it in a car. You can do it while you're peeling potatoes. So, first word, I am sorry. Why are you saying this first word, I am sorry? You are responsible for everything in your mind. Even if it seems to be out there, it's not out there. It is still in your mind. You need to realize it. Once you realize it, then you can change it. Once you realize it, it's very natural to feel sorry. I am sorry. This is you, not to, again, probably, yes, you can, your first reaction could be, why should I ask, why should I say I'm sorry to someone who hurt me? But there could be karmic reasons for that. Maybe you hurt them before. There could be that this person has tons of traumas and you are telling him, I am sorry for you having that pain which caused you hurting me. I am sorry for you to being detached from your soul, and I'm wishing you to be attached back to your soul. I am sorry for you to hurt me. I am sorry for I'm asking myself for forgiveness for going through this. This can be painful, okay? You can resist accepting responsibility for what came from out there to your life, but you got to do it. Once you do it, you will feel how it it's just this concrete, huge, I don't know, like the heavy stone is lifted from your chest. Choose something, choose someone that caused you pain. And your parent, your partner, whoever was there, say, I am sorry. I am sorry. This is the first word you need to say. This way you realize that you are responsible for this, to leave your life, to leave the pain off of you. I am sorry. Second, please forgive me. And whoever you need to forgive, yourself, someone who brought you pain, someone who mistreated you, forgiveness is the cure. This is the hardest, the toughest thing in, honestly, I find this the hardest. There are things I could never forgive to my parents. My father, who never was in my life, other things. And even then I thought I forgave. Then time passes by and I realize that pain is still there. This works, girls. Dig into this. It's easy. It's fast working, incredible thing. If a man can cure serious criminals without even being physically in them, but just looking at their photos and saying these 4 phrases to them without even being physical with them, then you can do it too. Forgiveness. Please forgive me. Forgive yourself. Those who caused you pain, those who you loved or hated or whatever. Forgive me. Third, I love you. Sometimes it's different. Sometimes they put in a third part, thank you and I love you. I like to say thank you, the last one. I love you. I love you. Say it to yourself. Say it to your body. Say it to God, absolute universe, to that who hurt you. Because, especially in relationship, I don't want to say I love you because he did this and this and this to me, or she did this and this and this to me. Say I love you to the air you breathe. Because very often, something you have to realize here. Those who brought us pain, for many of us that pain became the force which pushed us to healing. Very often, it's a paradox. I see a victim of narcissistic abusive relationship. I see people who got through serious trauma. Those particular people rise above the trauma and create incredible books. They become healers. They become psychologists. They become writers. They become creators of huge programs which help thousands and thousands of people, because it's pretty much what I'm doing, what I told you. I have been through this. I am still going through this. I've tried it. This is working. Please try. Because if you experienced hunger, I will never pass by a beggar. I will not pass by pretending they're not there. I'm going to pull out of my wallet everything I have there and just give it, because I know hunger. I will not tell anybody hurtful things because I know that words can hurt. I try my best not to hurt, but sometimes I can be harsh to some of you girls, because sometimes if I'm not harsh, you're simply not gonna hear me. So those of you who already know me, you know that I can tell you, what the hell are you doing, or what are you, stupid? I can do this because this way you hear me and you will turn your life around. Sometimes I do it. I don't sugarcoat, because if I sugarcoat, you're gonna be dwelling in it. So this is why I'm telling you, those who, this beast came into your life, this narcissist, covert narcissist, psychopath, whatever, you fell in love, you were destroyed, and somehow after you were destroyed, you have risen above. You became so strong. You created your own life. You rebuilt yourself. You healed your own trauma. So crazy as it sounds, that one who brought you that horrific experience actually pushed you towards yourself, you to face yourself and say, who I am. Why am I here? What I want in life? What I want to create? Really, what am I doing in this world? So this is why, even though it can sound like they brought you only pain and an absolute disaster, still they were someone who brought you towards you becoming you. And again, there is always karma involved, almost always, as I said, 98%. I love you. Say it to them. Say it to yourself. Say it to your body. Say it to God, absolute universe. The house you live in, the sky, people in your life, challenges you are facing. I love you. Say it over and over and over again, and just mean it as well. Nothing is more powerful than love. And thank you. Thank you again and again and again. It doesn't matter what you're thinking. Sometimes you don't even have to think what it is. Thank your body for all amazing things your body can do. Thank yourself for going through so much and still being able to love and still being able to inspire others. Thank universe, God, creator, absolute, because you are who you are, what you are unique. Thank you. Thank you, me. Thank you, people in your life. Thank those who hurt you. Many of you, those who fell in love with so-called wrong person, those of you who had been hurt, those of you who are still hurting, I want you to do this thing, what our own DOUGHTY says. Before you do this, think of that person you need to stop feeling pain about. I have such a person. I have actually not one such a person. I have several people who I need to I need to concentrate to heal that pain I still feel deep inside, even if I deny it. So tell yourself, I'm setting my intention to heal myself from this pain caused by this person, if there is one particular person. You can think of that person as yourself. Maybe hug yourself. Maybe imagine that little girl which was hurt when you were little. A man you loved and who betrayed you and hurt you. A parent who was never there. Say, I am setting my intentions to heal my heart, my soul, myself from this pain. And they say it. And there are meditation like this already recorded, but just say it. I want to